Hey guys, what's going on? Robert Montez here with Link Financial Advisory, where we are focused on helping you win with money. In today's video, we are going to once again hit Secure 2.0, final video in this series, and we're going to talk about how Secure 2.0 is impacting businesses, specifically some of the tax credits that have come about because of it. So with that, let's get into it. I think the first thing that's important to understand when we're going through this conversation is what is the difference between a tax deduction versus a tax credit? Because people hear those a lot, don't necessarily know the difference. A tax deduction is just lowering the amount that you're going to be taxed on. So for example, if you make $100,000 as a business, but you have $20,000 in deductions, that means that you are only going to be taxed on the $80,000 that's left over. Obviously, paying taxes on $80,000 is less than what you would pay on $100,000. So that's what a tax deduction is. A tax credit, on the other hand, is a dollar for dollar reduction on your tax bill. So for example, if you had $10,000 as that was your tax bill, but you got a $3,000 credit, means that you are literally getting savings of $3,000 on your tax bill. So you only pay $7,000 that's left over. So important to understand the difference between a deduction and a credit. Now, three of the credits we saw with Secure 2.0. The first one was the new employer contribution credit. What this is that employers with under 50 people receive a dollar for dollar tax credit on the amount that they're contributing into their employee's account, up to $1,000 per employee, as long as these employees are earning less than $100,000. So this is huge for businesses that are matching contributions because it can lead to a pretty big tax savings. It is phased out over 5 years, and the way that works, it's 100% of the what you put in for the first 2 years, then 75, 50, and 25% before it phases out. So it gives businesses the opportunity to get some pretty significant savings through tax credits on matches that they're doing for new plans that they're setting up. The second tax credit we're seeing is that it's what's known as the plan cost tax credit. So what this is that for the first 3 years of any new plans, this tax credit is going to cover it's going to cover 100% of the employer's ordinary and necessary out-of-pocket plan costs up to the annual limit. Now the annual limit is going to be $500, or if greater, $250 multiplied by non-highly compensated employees. So let me give you an example. If a business has $4,500 in plan administration fees on their 401k and 10 non-highly compensated employees, if you take 10 times $250 per employee, that's a total of $2,500 that you get as the first year tax credit. So it is kind of like what's higher or lower, you have to see that, but it's still a huge credit. It can offset quite a bit of the cost of running a plan. The final tax credit that we're seeing, and this is something that's pretty important just because it's the automatic enrollment tax credit. So Secure 2.0 is making it mandatory in the future where new plans, as long as the businesses have over 50 people, are going to have to automatically enroll people anyways. Well, one of the ways they're getting people ready for that is they're offering a $500 tax credit for businesses that just do it, out the gate. So if you have a business and you're considering setting up a plan, it's definitely worthwhile looking at setting up an automatic enrollment for your employees, because just by doing so and having it in your plan documents, you get an additional $500 tax credit at the end of the year. There's a lot of changes with Secure 2.0. There's a lot to know about employer-sponsored plans. This is an area that we specialize in, and we are really focused on helping our business owners do well. We really want to help them focus on recruiting and retaining key employees, maximizing their retirement savings, and then ultimately lowering their tax bill. So if you have any questions on any of those things, we're here to help. Reach out. Love to answer your questions. As always, thank you so much for watching these videos. Hope you're having a great day, and talk to you soon.